Hello everyone and welcome to today's pick a card reading, October predictions. We have 3 piles as usual to pick between. Pile 1 is the acorn, pile 2 is the hello autumn, and pile 3 is the mushroom. I'm going to get straight into the readings. I'll see you at yours. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the acorn. October predictions. Let's see the first card I have for you. And we have Ace of Voices. Okay, during the month of October, there's going to be delays coming to an end, okay? And I'm seeing that how you'll know that it's happening is there's going to be important communication, okay? We've got Ace of Voices. There's also an element of truth here. There's something to do with truth coming out during the month of October. And also I'm hearing you seeing the truth of a situation and also the truth about yourself. There's strong alignment energy here, okay? So I'm seeing you also step into that which is more beneficial to you, that is going to put you ahead, put you back on track is what I also hear. So expect to be getting back on track during the month of October and things to be working out, okay? Working out in a way that you may not expect, okay? May look a bit different to what you anticipated, but nonetheless, delays are going to be coming to an end. Okay, we've got the white snowy owl on here. Owls can be significant, and also those of you that have coloured hair, multicolored hair, you can be changing your hair colour during the month of October as well. And this connects to, you know, getting back on track. Some of you may have not coloured your hair for a long time. That may be also like overdue, like, you know, and it can be also those things, you know, we upkeep about ourselves, right? A sense of upkeep. So there's significance connecting to appointments and things like that. Like you're kind of getting back on track when it comes to your well-being as well. You're going to have time for that. And also Ace of Voices is mental clarity, which goes back to the seeing the truth of a situation, seeing the truth about yourself. Yeah. Seeing the truth about your power and empowering yourself. Yeah, look at that. Magician, exactly. I see here that there can be a very similar energy to that of an awakening, okay? That level of awareness, like seeing the truth of a situation and about who you are. And the Magician is confirming that power that you do hold. And the Magician card here is also like very colorful and multicolored. So there's that energy coming through again. And it can also be that, you know, color is coming back into your life in some shape or form outside of, you know, the hair dyeing and things like that. There's something about color coming back. Some of you, you may see a rainbow during the month of October at a time when it's least expected. Okay, it will be unusual, it will be unique, and that will be a specific sign for you. And I also see that a part of this alignment, right, seeing your power, seeing the truth of what you actually are capable of, is going to be bringing in multiple things that you have manifested, you are manifesting. Okay, let's see what else here. Seven of Inspiration, yeah. You're breaking certain chains here. You're breaking certain restraints, restrictions. You're overcoming things during the month of October. Especially, again, when it comes to personal power, spiritual power, energetic power. With Seven of Inspirations being here. And there's that delay energy coming to an end, coming to a close. You see how she's like pushing the black out the way, and there's the bright color, the reds, the oranges. So you can also be working with your root and sacral chakra during the month of October as well. This very much so connects to the magician and the manifesting energy. And, you know, again, being drawn back to the Ace of Voices, it's precise. There's like precision here. You're going to be precise. You have been in the past when it comes to what is showing up manifestation wise during the month of October. And I have to say, it can also be the opposite, that when you dyed your hair often, you're going to stop dyeing your hair. The person on this card has like one unicolor, it's brown. You know, it's either or, right? It's like opposites here. You're doing something opposite. Seven of Voices, and there's that truth coming out. There's that truth being revealed. An Ace of Emotions, yeah. So boundaries here. There's also implementing boundaries and self-love, okay? So during the month of October, it can also be required and necessary to, you know, set very strong boundaries and to say no to certain obligations, responsibilities that aren't necessarily yours, okay? There's, again, it's that taking back of your power, stepping into your power and seeing the truth of a situation, truth coming out. And actually a little bit of guidance is how you will notice it, how you'll see the sign of that, this truth, okay, being revealed, is when you start saying no. You're going to see the real reaction. You're going to see the realness about who people really are. Not being drawn to one particular person, though I will say this, for some of you it connects to the workplace. Pull back your energy. Preserve yourself. Preserve your energy, okay? Pour it back into you. So you can also expect to feel less drained during the month of October as well here, Pile 1, okay? Since the setting of boundaries, pulling back your energy, pouring it back into yourself, setting yourself free. Very liberating energy during the month of October for you. That was your reading, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Hello Autumn. Let's see the first card I have for you. And we have the Devil. Right away, what I'm hearing is that you're making the money. Making money, the money maker during the month of October. I see here, Pile 2, that there's a certain formula you will master, you will have worked out, and it's very powerful. This can be energetic, this could be spiritual. It's more so a combination of things. It includes like the material world as well. Like there's practicalities to this energy I have, but you're commanding and demanding. You know, and when I look at the woman on the card, the way her hands are posed, it's like she's clicking. It's like at the click of a finger. Some of you may use this to do certain practices, or, you know, in manifestation, there's just something you do with your hands that's very powerful. You can certainly be a healer, you know, you have healing hands. You can be, you know, doing body work with people here. And I have to say, there's also energy here indicating your body, like your body is kind of changing shape in some way. And this can be to do with, you know, this making money. There's a connection here, right? So there's certainly an energy of leveling up. And there's also an energy here of you kind of having a new perception of yourself, like perceiving yourself in a different way. But it's bringing some type of, you know, value here. And it is going to be literal. There is money coming into your life through this energy. Right, let's see what else here. Some of you can be having a birthday during the month of October, okay? We've got 8 of inspiration, yeah. And I see here like multiple streams of income, multiple opportunities that are coming in for you during the month of October. And I actually have energy here that this has kind of been coming towards you for some time. There's kind of a peak that's happening here during the month of October. So where it may have been slow or kind of gone up and down, it's suddenly all coming in quite fast. So expect to be busy. And I do also hear booked and busy, okay, for those of you that it is very much so about a financial upturn here and a turning around. But outside of that, this is also to do with like social settings and social circles. Like this is invitations, multiple invitations, people wanting to be around you. Yeah, look at that. What did I just say? 10 of materials. Yeah. People are going to want to be spending time with you. 10 of materials, community. I'm seeing you kind of be at the focus of a community as well. So there are going to be people talking about you. I'm not necessarily getting it's like, negative or something like that. But no, you're like the talk of the town. You're going to be like the talk of the town, talk of the city, the community. And there is also a social media element here. So there can be some kind of change you're making that you're going to be revealing and sharing with others. There's quite a lot going on here, but it is about being out there with this devil energy, being out there, being seen, getting what's yours, having your opportunities, the things you've worked towards, definitely with the orange colors. This is sacral chakra energy. Yeah, wow, awakening, exactly. Yeah, the month of October is like you seeing, to a degree, even an unexpected side of yourself. You can also be trying new things here, right? You're trying new hobbies. That's what the devil is also about. Like, yes, it's that sense of temptation, but it's not temptation that's taking you down a path of, oh, that's so naughty and bad type thing. No. You're actually trying out new things that's bringing you a new lease of life. Like, hey, I can do that. I can do that too. Like, it's confidence. The devil is confidence here. Okay? And empowerment. So, with the awakening card coming out here, it's this sense of, actually, I can do this too. I can do this too. And not letting yourself be stopped by judgment, like self-judgment. So, there can be some things here that others in society may deem as, oh, that's not really what we do. That's not, how can I say? Oh, that's it. It doesn't fit in, right? Doesn't fit in. But who are they to say? That's just their judgment. So there's also this sense of you kind of, breaking that down and really not looking back and realizing that you don't have to fit what others tell you. But it's on a very, very, very powerful level. It's not that you didn't notice it or know this before. It's not that. It's this really powerful authenticity of like, no, it's really real. I really don't take on that judgment. Very powerful. And look what's on the bottom of the deck. Come on now. The Emperor. See that? But you're setting a precedent, and then we have yeah. You're setting, you are like setting an example here, whether you realize it or not. Because look at how powerful this energy is. Yeah. Very much so, tapping into that kind of the dark feminine. And the lesser acceptable of what society deems. You're a rule breaker, but it's actually with a lot of compassion. It's like there's a lot of love here, but it's like that kind of thing of where, I have to put me first in order to help others. And again, society can take that as, oh, you're selfish. You only care about you. But you're stepping out of fear. You're stepping out of fear because it's not that, and you know the truth. It's actually the opposite. Because that gives people that empowerment when they see you, like in others, right, stepping into their authenticity. They're like, hey, I'm like that, I want to do that too. So it's not selfish, it's actually very loving and very caring. That was your reading, pal, too. Love that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for another one. Okay, bye for now. Okay, hello pile 3. You chose the mushroom. Welcome to your reading, October predictions. Let's see your first card. And we've got the priestess. Okay. October is going to be a month of reveal. And also a lot of spiritual downloads, upgrades. Okay, there's a sense of going inward. I see during the month of October, pile 3, you'll be very much so focused on kind of working on the inner in order to align with your outer. There are things I'm getting you getting rid of, like you're getting rid of certain things. It can even be certain beliefs. You're kind of sifting through and clearing things out and getting clear. Yeah, Queen of Emotions. So it can also be like sorting through your emotions, right? Sorting through certain triggers, but it's part of spiritual healing as well. And that's why there's this sense of you can be letting go or deciding, you know what, that belief doesn't work for me anymore. I don't think I believe in it. So there's a question mark over beliefs during the month of October. And it's bringing you a lot of peace with Queen of Emotions being here, the priestess. So certainly I'm, you know, talking to a seer, a reader, a very powerful spiritualist here. Okay, practitioner, spiritual practitioner and healer. So this is also bringing you healing. There's something about October being the month for you, like it's your time now to have some time for you, some rest, so you can sift through certain things and get your ducks in a row. And at the same time, I see you tending to the material world as a shed, you know, working on the inner so you can align better with your outer. So you may be wanting to a degree, like kind of disconnect, spiritually speaking, if that makes sense in some way. And what I mean is that you're just kind of, you're wanting to kind of process certain things inside, feelings and emotions, right? But ironically, yes, it's spiritual, but it's like you have to kind of let go of that, like disconnect from it to let it happen. It's quite specific. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, see? Because it's like, look, there's the Queen of Materials. Earth energy. So it's like you're striving for that balance, right? You're striving for that balance between, right, this is where I am, like I live between both worlds, right? I've got a person who lives between both worlds. But I need some balance. Like things may have been out of balance and I got to get back down to earth. I got to get myself connected back to the earth. So this is where there's like this shift of beliefs, right? And there's something here about you honoring, like, okay, the material world. And I'm not talking about necessarily even material things at this point. I'm talking about like the elements. You know, working with what's around you in the present moment, like what you see visually, not having to necessarily go into your, you know, your third eye, having to, you know, get your tools out, see with the cards. It's different. Okay. And also, might I add, you know, speaking to a witch here, it's like, yeah, Okay. I didn't even intend to do that, but look, I'm just gonna take them. Oh, nice. Okay. Page of Emotions. Yes, because you're looking for your bit of happiness, your piece of the pie, your piece of the cake. And this break is important because you are a giver. And there's also this expectation, right, that's put on when you are a person who's very much so connected spiritually, like you have all the answers, you are the all-knowing, the all-seeing. But you still have your human element to you, like you have your human side that needs tending to, right? And there's just this kind of question mark over it. Okay, well, that's wonderful, you know your life purpose, you know that's who you are, you know who you are. But there's this practicality that needs to be tended to, that you're looking for, you're searching for, and you're gonna achieve it. Look, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get that balance and start figuring it out. And of course, this won't all just be during the month of October, then suddenly that stopped. No, this is continuous. This is longevity. You've got the earth energy. It's going to keep going. And money is going to be looking better for you. You may have been thinking you had to make a choice between, right, this is my purpose, this is what I'm doing, but I'm struggling at times. I'm struggling. I need to be, you know, I need the elements to support me here, right? From the material world. I need something from the material world here. So it's like, I see you working more with that energy. The earth. You know, the earth-bound realm. So, yeah. Oh, look. 9 of Emotions on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Your happiness, pile 3, okay? This is priority. So, you know, it's like a self-care month. But it's something you will set in place that's going to stay. It's going to be long-lasting. It won't just be a temporary fix and, oh, you know, I took a week, I'm feeling better, feeling like I'm balanced again, and then back into that cycle, and then people needing you again, and just, you know, there is that element of like being drained and that expectation, as I say, because of what you are capable of. But that's not your responsibility. You've got to look after you. You can only go so far, right? And then who's there for you? And I'm not saying you don't have anyone around you who isn't there for you. It's not that. This is quite a particular, you know, it's a particular kind of situation, right? It's not that I see you even being alone. It's just, it's still something that you kind of have to do. You got to do it, and then it will start reflecting back to you in your environment. So I'm going to leave it there. Lovely reading. I hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you very soon for another one, okay? Bye for now.